want you to experience this. I think most of you may have not driven any car like this, and this is the first time.
So good morning everyone, and we are currently here at the basement parking of Ayala Malls Manila Bay, but we are not here to go shopping or eat breakfast or something. We are currently with the BYD Sealion6. You can see them all around me, and we will be taking them on a 1,000 kilometer drive all the way to Ilocos Sur, Ilocos Norte, and back here to Manila. So join us as we go on this drive. We're currently driving now on the North Luzon Expressway or NLEX in Pampanga, and it's finally my turn to drive. So we just made a stop, and so far I am really liking the experience of the BYD Sealion6, especially as a passenger. It's very quiet, of course, because we don't have that engine rumbling all the time, and also it's a very quiet place to be as well because there's not much road noise, there's not much wind noise, so it's a very good vehicle in terms of acoustics. So far I've tinkered with some of the stuff here inside. So we have these screens over here, the huge rotating screen here in the middle. I believe this is about 15 inches in size, and so far it's easy to use for the most part, but we'll be checking it out more in depth later. So what I can talk about right now is the driving experience. This is my very first time to drive the Sealion6 because when BYD gave a preview, I was unfortunately sick in bed. So yeah, this is my very first time with this car, and so far I'm also really liking it. What I can say though is the steering is very light. It's a bit too light for my liking, but we'll see later on how it performs on the provincial highways and maybe when we get to a higher speed. We're currently cruising around 90 kilometers per hour, so just a very efficient speed to see how far we can actually go for this drive. So I don't know if I mentioned earlier, but we are going to be taking this on about 1,000 kilometers of driving from, again, Manila to Ilocos and back to Manila. So I'll explain to you first right now what we can find under the hood. So it's a 1.5 liter naturally aspirated gasoline engine with electric motors and lithium-ion battery, or what BYD calls their blade battery. Or I think it's an iron phosphate battery, whatever it is, I'm not really sure, but we'll just clear it up later. But anyway, so how this system works is very much like Nissan's e-Power technology, but with the addition of being able to plug this vehicle like a plug-in hybrid. So BYD officially calls it an range extended range electric vehicle there. So it's an EREV instead of a PHEV, but I still rather call this a PHEV. But anyway, it works like the Nissan's e-Power system where the wheels are not powered by the engine directly. So the engine is only used as a charger for the electric motor, which allows us to drive this vehicle on full electric power a lot more than most hybrid vehicles. And that, of course, will give us more range, which BYD says is around 1,100 kilometers. And then that should also give us, again, this smoother and more quiet drive. And of course, more fuel efficiency because we will be using less fuel. So yeah, we're now here in the back seat of the Sealion6, and I guess it is a good place to be in because it's actually very spacious. I don't know, well, you really can't see it, but my legs are currently crossed, so I have enough space for that. And if I put both of them down, I have loads of space back here. I'm 5 feet and 7 inches in height. Headroom is also pretty good. The panoramic sunroof also makes it even more spacious, and as you can see, the sunlight is really on me, but this has some sort of heat rejection, which doesn't make it hot. So you can keep it open even with the sun shining strongly above us right there. It's noon now, so yeah, this is the strongest the sun will be. So anyway, stuff you can find here, we do have some aircon vents, 2 USB ports, and then I just really love how BYD has done this interior. The seats are positioned a bit low, but for someone my height, they're fine. And they're also perforated. They're very soft, by the way, which makes it a very comfortable place to be in. What I do have to say though is, compared to the front, the ride here at the back does feel a bit firmer. And it doesn't help that we're currently on T-Flex, which isn't exactly the best maintained expressway here in the country. So yeah, I hope they can fix that too. So anyway, yeah, that's it for the back seat. I'll give you a proper tour of the car later. And after about 230 kilometers of driving, we are now here at the Coffee Library in Rosario, La Union. So this is the end of T-Flex, and we will be having our lunch here. You can see that we have the whole fleet of BYD Sealion6 everywhere surrounding us. So I don't know how many this is, so maybe around 20 cars or a little bit less. So yeah, we really filled up the parking lot over here. Finally here at the Hotel Luna in Vigan. So it's been about 10 hours of driving, or 11 hours, and I think I can do it faster if we were to speed up the pace of it. But yeah, so the BYD Sealion6 took us here in great comfort and, well, good economy. I believe we drove about 430 kilometers. So now that we're here, it's time to rest. We'll see you again tomorrow. So it's now day 2, good morning, and we are now here at the iconic and very historic Pai Church in Pai, Ilocos, Norte. So we've driven about an hour and 30 minutes so far with the Sealion6. So now we're gonna be having our lunch here. So we'll see you in a bit just to talk about the car. So yeah. And we're now done with our lunch at the nearby Smoke restaurant, which is right next to the Pai Church behind us. So now, let's take this opportunity to take a look at the Sealion6 in a more detailed manner. So follow me here. This one is our unit over here. It's a white one. I don't know what the white is called. I think it's like Arctic white. So anyway, here on the side you can see we have some 19-inch wheels. Those are wrapped in GT tires. Very quiet on the road. Then here in front, it really looks like a sea creature, I think. So BYD calls this the Ocean X face design. We have this full LED headlights here with the DRL down there, this very sporty looking bumper, and we have an opening here for the grille, and of course the BYD name very prominent there in the middle. And then you can really see that it looks really good. Some people think this looks a bit old, but I think it looks really good. Then let's go back here towards the back. Follow me here. And you will see that this is my favorite spot in the Sealion6. My favorite angle is probably where you are right now. So this really looks good in my opinion. We have this full with LED light bar, full LED tails, of course, sequential turn signals over there. I think it looks really good. It's really my favorite part of this car. And if we open the power tailgate, it does open pretty quickly too. So we have a decent amount of space here, considering that this is a hybrid vehicle. So lots of space to put your stuff. So yeah, let's follow. Well, come with me. Let's go inside. And here inside the Sealion6, you can see this is my favorite BYD interior as well. I'm not really a huge fan of what we see in the Atto 3 and the Dolphin. This one, I think, is the best looking among them. And of course, we have that large infotainment screen that rotates. So yeah, some people will really find this quirky. I'd rather have it in its normal horizontal setting, so this vertical setup. But yeah, people will be, at least we're given choices over here. Then the materials that they've used here Very nice soft touch. It's really hot, by the way, but yeah, very nice soft touch leather all over this interior. Very nice to feel. Everything feels very solid as well. And we have this two-tone color scheme. It's like a dark blue with white and orange stitching. So I think it looks really great over here. Then more screen here in the instrument cluster. There's a little bit of confusion though when it comes to controlling some stuff here, especially for the trip computer display and all. But I guess you will get used to it eventually. And then what else do we have here? We have this shifter over here, which is called the Heart of Ocean shifter, interestingly. And then we also have a few controls over here for aircon, our hazard button, auto hold, and our push start button over here. We also have the EV and HEV modes, driving modes, volumes. What do you call this? What do you call this? Scrolly wheel, diba? Well, you just have the control for the volume over there. I forgot what it's called. Anyway, we also have a panoramic sunroof, so touch-sensitive control up here. And even with the sun shining on top of us right now, it doesn't really feel that hot, except for the fact that the car is really hot right now because we've been parked under the sun. But anyway, yeah, we have that over there. So let's take a look at the back seats now. And now we're here at the back seat of the Sealion6. So I did spend a lot of time back here. You even saw me earlier while we were here. So you can see here I have loads of space, which is really plenty. So I have lots of foot room, leg room, knee room, really good over here. I'm 5 feet and 7 inches in height. We also have again that huge panoramic sunroof, and yeah, it is really comfortable back here. So same seat look in front, same color scheme, and yeah, aircon vents, 2 USB ports. We have the armrest here with this branded bottle, so don't see that. So yeah, and we also have a really big mess. We're on a road trip after all. And some other quirky stuff here. We have this touch sensitive light, so just touch the lens of the light and it turns off or on depending on what you want. And also we have an infinity audio system. It doesn't exactly sound the best right now. Maybe we just didn't have the time to tune it properly, but maybe once we have this on for a longer drive by ourselves, so we can probably fix it then. And I guess that's it for the Sealion6 for now. So we are still here in Pai, Ilocos, Norte, like I mentioned earlier, and we will be driving back to the hotel in about half an hour. So the rest of the day today is just free time. We're gonna have dinner and we're gonna be going home back to Metro Manila tomorrow. So we'll see you when we're back there, once we're actually able to get there. So yeah, see you tomorrow.
Now turning right here to Ayala Mall's Manila Bay, and we have officially reached more than 1,000 kilometers.
And we still have
at least 100 and let's say 9 for fuel, and then for the
Okay,
gas.
guys, after the right turn, the parking lot is on the left side.
For the battery, we have at least 18 kilometers left.
We're going down to basement
great
2.
drive.
So the question is, can the BYD Sealion6 conquer 1,000 kilometers?
Yes.
Yeah.
And with more to spare.
With more to spare, you can reach your home. So,
Good team.
Yep.
Good team. Kung nakikita yung nasa likod.
Alright.
And we're officially back here at Ayala Malls Manila Bay in Metro Manila. And we've driven exactly 1,000.9 kilometers. So come here and check it out with me. I'll show you what we have over here. So right now, we still have 17 kilometers of EV range and 109 kilometers of fuel range. Then again, there's the trip meter. It's 1,000.9 kilometers from here and to Vigan, Ilocos Sur, and then eventually Pai, Ilocos Norte, and back here. So yeah, the BYD Sealion6 can in fact drive 1,000 kilometers with some more to spare. So other cars didn't get to do as much. It's all about driving. So we really make a good team with our 3 people in this car. So yeah, we'll see you again soon. We definitely had a good drive, a fun drive, and we'll give you a full review once we're able to borrow. So maybe we can try to do it again. Do you think we should do it again? So yeah, do share what you think.